Good evening, I'm Jeff Vaughn.
And I'm Lena Wynn.
Well, next Tuesday could be a monumental day in the GOP race for the White House. 367 delegates are on the line with a winner-take-all format in the states of Florida and Ohio.
Those states are the home states for John Kasich and Marco Rubio. A win for Trump in those states could end their respective candidacies and pave the way to victory for Trump.
Now, despite the high stakes ahead after a series of heated clashes, the four remaining GOP presidential hopefuls kind of dialed it down a bit tonight.
Yeah, they scaled back on the personal attacks and they keyed in on policy differences on a wide range of issues. KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan joins us now with more on the showdown in Miami. Dave.
It was different. Low-key Trump, no personal attacks. What's going on here? Yeah. It was definitely a policy-driven debate, but there was still plenty of disagreement on a long list of issues, and some of the sharpest differences were on foreign policy issues.
I cannot believe how civil it's been up here.
Just 12 minutes after Donald Trump made that fateful comment, the last scheduled Republican debate of the 2016 presidential primary season turned testy when he was asked about his comments in a CNN interview this week.
Last night you told CNN, quote, "Islam hates us." Did you mean all 1.6 billion Muslims?
I mean a lot of them. I mean a lot of them. I will tell you, there's something going on that maybe you don't know about and maybe a lot of other people don't know about, but there's tremendous hatred, and I will stick with exactly what I said.
That triggered a strong exchange with Marco Rubio.
The problem is presidents can't just say anything they want. It has consequences here and around the world. There is no doubt that radical Islam is a danger in the world. I can also tell you that if you go to any national cemetery, especially Arlington, you're going to see crescent moons there. If you go anywhere in the world, you're going to see American men and women serving us in uniform that are Muslims. And they love America.
Marco talks about consequences. Well, we've had a lot of consequences, including airplanes flying into the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and could have been the White House. And you can be politically correct if you want. I don't want to be so politically correct. We're large portions of a group of people. Islam, large portions want to use very, very harsh means.
I'm not interested in being politically correct. I'm interested in being correct. And in order to be correct on this issue...
In large mosques in all over the Middle East, you have people chanting death to the USA. Now, that does not sound like a friendly act to me.
When the debate turned to foreign policy, Ted Cruz joined the criticism of Trump's positions on China, Muslims, and Israel.
The answer is not simply to yell, China bad, Muslims bad. You've got to understand the nature of the threats we're facing, and I don't think we need a commander-in-chief who is neutral between the Palestinian terrorists and one of our strongest allies in the world, the nation of Israel.
Senator Cruz.
And Rubio, appealing to the large Cuban-American community in South Florida, lectured Trump after Trump said he would push Cuba for a better deal for opening full relations and would avoid a lawsuit.
I would probably have the embassy closed until such time as a really good deal was made and struck by the United States.
I don't know where Cuba's going to sue us, but if they sue us in a court in Miami, they're going to lose. Third, on the issue of a good deal, I know what the good deal is. I'll tell you what the good deal now is already codified. Here's a good deal. Cuba has free elections. Cuba stops putting people in jail for speaking out. Cuba has freedom of the press.
Cruz said the foreign policy differences present Republican voters with a real choice between Trump and his challengers.
Do you want to continue on the same basic trajectory as the last 7 years of the Obama foreign policy? When it comes to these deals, Cuba and Iran, they were negotiated by Hillary Clinton and John Kerry. There's a real difference between us. Donald supported Hillary Clinton and John Kerry.
If Ted was listening, he would have heard me say something very similar. I said we would not do the deal unless it was going to be a very good deal for us. And I think I said it loud, and I think I said it very clear.